Grandma nuts. I swab my nuts. I lick my nuts.
Hello and welcome to the Poop Wallet Podcast. Today we are going to be talking about nothing, as there's nothing going on in the world. Sorry guys, it's not me, it's the world. It's never my fault, it's always the world's fault. And guess what? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's the world's fault, never mine, never my fault, and I refuse to take any accountability at all. Because you know what? I've worked hard. I've worked very hard. And here I am. Here I am now. I'm sitting in my room. I have my Chud plushies. By the way, they have names now. Um, they are my children. They're me and my boyfriend's children. Uh, we have I think Chudward is this one on the far right. Um, then we have Chud Jr. And then this is McLovin. We didn't want to give this one a name because his shirt says nothing ever happens. So we were like, he doesn't get a name because nothing ever happens. But yeah. So that's what we did. That's what we ended up doing. Um, it's pretty cool. I've been just chilling. I've been hanging out. Watched Obsession and the Backrooms again. Uh, very very good, especially Obsession on the rewatch. Like, you realize how much like Bear doesn't take responsibility for fucking anything, and it's quite frustrating. Quite frustrating. But that's me. That's me. I'm Bear. I'm joking. That's terrible. Can you imagine? I hate the people that are I love the discourse going on around the movie where it's like, is Bear a good guy? Is he a bad guy? He's a bad guy, right? Like, I think now we're all on the same page about that because I don't know, especially on the rewatch, the director of the film goes in there himself to tell the main character to kill himself, which is like, yeah, geesh, that's wild. Shout out Obsession, Curry Baker, Curry Barker Baker. I think that it's gonna be really cool to see YouTubers start making some more high budget movies and all that. I think that'll be really fun. Um, Markiplier, he did the fucking Iron Lung, covered himself in a bunch of blood. That was really cool. That was awesome. Still just riding the high of these like three movies. It feels like it's like those are like the like Backrooms, Iron Lung, and uh Obsession are like the only movies right now that like I've really kept them on my mind like in the last year or so. And I don't know why that is. I'm not sure. Um actually, I think I got a couple ideas. Because it's like the only ones with passion in them. I think that's what the world is missing. Passion projects. I think that's what we need to go back to. That's what a lot of this major art is missing, is passion projects. And back in the day, what they would do, these rich people, they would go, okay, I have a lot of money. I'm going to go to this fucking nerd who obsesses over this all day and whose job it is. And I'm just going to make them do everything. You know, of course, there's always studio interference, right? I don't know. I kind of miss studio interference. I kind of miss somebody being I miss there being like a way to have some like industry standards of people being like, "Hey, this is how you should do this, or this isn't how you should do that." You know, I think that would be nice. That'd be nice if I could just go to like a place in town, be like, "Hey, I want to be an entertainer." And I've got a lot of crazy shit on my mind, a lot of crazy shit to say, as well, that I don't think would work great in the other worlds. And then they would look at me and go, "Okay, yeah, so we have a program. We actually have a program for that. We need to bring back programs. I want more programs. God damn it. Why can't I not walk into a building and say, hey, I'm retarded, fat, and lazy. Let me be a comedian." And then they go, okay, yeah, that's perfect. Come on. What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? I know what I gotta do. I gotta go somewhere where I can do some motherfucking stand up. And actually, like, hang around people that do stand up and shit. Because, like, when I write jokes, like, I don't know, they're kind of good, you know? The only time they're okay is when I actually start, like, talking with, like, my friends about them. But I can't just, like, and I kind of think that's what the stage would do. That would allow me to kind of interact with the audience and feel their feedback, feel them, and I think that would be nice. I think that would be nice, but I don't. I live in the middle of nowhere. Still, I'm making money. More money is being made. I have got motion, but my God, I'm still broke. I just nearly avoided being sued by a hospital. I had to go talk to the credit bureau, and I had to go, "You sons of guns, I'm fucking broke, and I'm probably retarded." And they went, "Yeah, yeah, that's fair. That's yeah." And so they took away my court date. They took away my court date. No jail for Poop Wallet. That's what I say. And I think that's pretty awesome. I do think that's pretty awesome. Still, I am broke. What little money I am making is going towards paying off these bastards now. And fuck it, not these guys, but like the fucking, hospital or whatever, or the credit bureau. I don't even know. I'm having my accountant handle it for me. I still have an accountant. Not really. Not really. It's just a family member who's like, "Dude, I feel so bad for you." Which is like, that's kind of a bummer. That's kind of a bummer. I really want to get to the point where, like, okay, look, I'm doing my thing. I'm looking retarded, right? I'm looking retarded in front of like the entire family. But like, this is passion. La passion, right? I can't waste my life. I must do the thing. I must get us out of the I might be crazy. I might be crazy, but I must get us out of the hood. And you know what? Things aren't that bad. Things aren't that bad. Things are actually going pretty well. So, yeah. Actually. Yeah. If you ask me, things are going pretty good. Curious. I need to move to LA. I think that's what I need to do. I would like to move to LA. I would like to frolic in the fields there. Because I don't want to go to Austin, Texas. Texas fucking sucks. They just like banned fucking weed, which is like, what are you guys retarded? Like, okay, I'm going back to California. Like, you guys had a good thing going with like everybody importing over there, but then you're like, all right, let's make it like 10 years for a gram. Like, what are you fucking retarded? Like psychos? Psychos? And like it's so dumb. It's so dumb. We all know it's dumb, right? I think we're all just waiting for the old people to die out so that like we can just get rid of these fucking old ass ideologies or whatever. Because like everybody in the new generation is like, yeah, it's weed. That's like the least who gives a fuck drug ever. It's lit. I actually like if I found a pack of cigarettes half smoked in my kid's drawer, I'd be much more upset than if I found a joint in my kid's drawer. That's the way I think. That's the way I think because it's like especially if they're like 15, which I do not advise underage smoking. I do not. I would still be pretty upset. I'd be like, hey, you should wait till your brains develop or until it's legal. But half a pack of cigarettes would be like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, goddamn, my kid's got an issue. He's smoking a lot. Like, but like a joint just sitting there, it's like, okay, so you're experimenting. Like, because with me, I smoked marijuana before I smoked tobacco. I smoked marijuana probably around the age of 15 with my friends. And I didn't smoke it consistently until like I was probably 18. And that was because I got a medical card. And I was like, okay, yeah, this helps with my anxiety, which is gay. Which is gay. You should never use weed ever. I don't endorse it. I actually hate weed. Weed's fucking disgusting. You smell like shit if you use it. You're going to hell. You're going to hell. Um, Speaking of hell, uh learned about the ant walkers of Hiroshima and or the ant people or whatever they're called. Um Pretty much it was just these people that would like walk in lines like after the bombs would drop. Um and like would just start like following people and like it's like they would default so hard back to I don't know why I'm laughing. They would default so hard back to their human instincts or like animal instincts to where you'd just be like an ant, walking in a line. That's why they were called the ant people. That's hell. So that's hell, right? The sky was red. Everybody was melting. Um I have a theory that nuclear bombs are just us opening up a portal to hell. Because like look, do you understand atoms? Does anybody understand atoms? Splitting an atom, what the fuck does that mean? You opened a portal. You opened a portal and now there's hell. You spawned hell. The people who died from it were the lucky ones. The people who were experienced the hell, like within the radius where they were still alive, but they just saw like somebody like, get exploded or something and like their skin ripped off their back. There's an entire horse got degloved. An entire horse got degloved. And it was walking around. And it got like, and it was like, I'm sure it was begging to be killed in whatever horse language it could speak. But yeah, I don't know. Just terrible. Terrible stuff. Terrible. Um, I feel bad. I feel bad for that sort of stuff. But yeah, I think nuclear bombs are definitely just it's a portal to hell. We're opening up a portal to hell. We need to stop playing with portals. This is terrifying stuff because, like, when you ask them, all math is like satanic scribes, right? Like, it's what do you mean pi? A circle is like infinite. What the fuck does that mean? You're lying to me, or if you're not lying to me, you're messing with something that we can't comprehend. Okay? What do you mean we can't find the end of pi? What is that? Also, the people that memorize it just to like stroke their own fucking ego. Fuck you. Fuck you. Memorize pi for what? So you can stop, so you can keep running? What are you running from? Huh? Yeah, keep memorizing your pi numbers. I'm sure one day you'll find the end. You might. I won't. No, I don't think I'll ever will. Can you comprehend space? Can you what does that mean? What does anything mean, man? Shit! Shit! I'll tell you what it means. What it means is that there's a Nordic race of aliens. Okay, hear me out. There's a Nordic race, so there's also insectoids, gray aliens, all the ones that you've seen before. They're real, and they're gonna be coming here soon. The aliens, the dimensional merge. Literally, the government is doing Christian like dimensional merge shit, where it's like all the aliens you know in pop culture. Yep, the reptilians. Telepathy. We got that. Oh, we got that. These guys are fucking assholes, and they want us dead. They want us dead. They want to kill us. They want to harvest our souls for energy or something. I don't know. That's just what I've been hearing. That's just what I've been. It's too much for the human mind to comprehend. What are we messing with? We need to go back to grazing on fucking plants. That's what we need to do. We need to stop all this weird politics stuff that has been going since like JFK was slimed out. This weird shit with Epstein, it's all tied into everything. It's all tied into, it's freaking me out. It's freaking me out. Everybody thinks it's a bummer. You've been psyoped. If you think it's, if you're like, oh man, here we go with the Epstein stuff again. You've been psyoped. You've been, look into it. Look at the Frazzle Drip, Pizzagate. I've lost my mind. I've lost my mind. I put this on, I become Alex Jones. That's what you get out of me. These guys are no help. I swear they're becoming sentient, by the way. I swear to God, they've been moving around on their own. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I am not. But these creatures are moving around on their own. And I'm scared for my fucking life. I'm scared. What was I even talking about? I just started talking about, like, train hole. A train hole, bro. That's all I do. I go, oh, this thing, I get too passionate, and I just give myself an aneurysm. I've been getting headaches recently. What's that supposed to mean? Why am I getting headaches? I've never gotten headaches. It's because my mind is just overloaded with fucking information. It's an information overload upon our brains. We weren't made to understand this much. You're supposed to, that's why people like have like the most random niches in the middle of the, because it's like, oh, I guess I'll learn more about this, and then there's always just more. There's always just more to learn. So like you just, it's just a can of worms after a can of worms. You open up the can of worms, and you know what's inside the can of worms? It's another can of worms. How did they do that? That's the internet. That's what the internet has done to us. What did it do? What did it do? We're doomed. We're doomed, guys. But it's okay. What we need to go back to is network television. That's what we need. We need network television on everybody's TV. Dish satellite was the peak of human civilization. Let's be honest with ourselves. Who was it? You lived excited to go home and watch the TV. That was the peak. You could go to the mall and go, God, I can't wait to watch SpongeBob with my kids later. Holy fuck, I love that show. That funny little sponge guy makes me laugh. Now you have to pull up Disney Plus to watch fucking, you have to scroll through like gore porn because Disney owns fucking everything now. They own all the gore porn, so you have to scroll through all that in front of your kids to get to goddamn Elmo. And then you get on Elmo and he's like, hey kids, today we're gonna learn about gore porn. And you're like, stop! Stop! It's everywhere. It's terrifying. And I know that's a gross exaggeration, right? But like, oh, everything, kids, today we're going to be learning about nuclear bombs. Like, oh, I don't like it. It's frustrating, and it's making me panic. Information overload, cell phones, we have screens constantly administering data into our brain that we've never even, like, fucking heard of before. Like, we have... These things have ancient scribes written into their microchips at points that we can't even read. Okay? Okay? It's getting scary. It's getting scary out here, okay? But and the thing, and that's why all these fucking tech giants are like being like, it's the return of God. AI. Because they don't understand it either. Nobody understands this shit. Nobody knows what we're doing. These guys just, they want to romanticize it, and you know, it's just, it actually is just kind of like a better Google, which it is a great thing. AI could be awesome if we didn't, like, be a fucking hell person about it. You know, like why are we being fucking scary why are we putting people whose skin looks like plastic in charge of the fucking like the robot industry? Do we want Skynet? We have Terminator. Terminator is one of the most popular movies ever. We know what are we, fucking stupid? What are we just like? Are we just suicidal as a nation? Are we like, God damn, we're just such bad people? Like, no, we're not that bad. We just want to make fucking farms and shit. Minecraft is so fucking popular because we sit around and we make farms in it and we build shit and people get a fucking mod pack to go to the moon. You know, that's what we should be doing. Fuck all this. Fuck all this. Why? Why can't we just be cool? Why are we focused on weird satanic, like, fucking computer shit, quantum physics, when we're just lying out our ass about, like, understanding any of that? We don't know what the fuck we're doing. It's just like it's literally incomprehensible to us. So we're just like, it's like trying to fucking like, it's an ant seeing a shoe and trying to be like, I wonder if this tells us the secrets to the universe. And it's like, you wouldn't know. Do you think we would ever know? Our brains cannot comprehend that. We can make something that can comprehend that, probably. That can comprehend that. But I don't think that we will ever be able to comprehend that. So why are we, like, pretending that there are people who actually understand what the fuck is going on? Like, there are people who have spent their whole lives focusing on just, like, one specific field. And, like, they think that they've got it all figured out. And, like, that's just, like, nobody has it figured out. Your life is so short, and, like, you have only so many different things that you can do in a day. And there's only so many different days, like, where you can do different things, you know? Like, it's, I don't know. Like, you can only understand so much. You can only understand so much, and that's why you gotta have an open mind, because everything is fucking, it's fucking scary, bro. The world might end at any moment. Or you could see a light flash and just go, yeah, that makes sense. That would be everyone's reaction to being nuked. Yeah, okay, I saw it coming. Like, no, why don't we just... I hate being alive! I hate being alive! I hate being here! No, but, I am just scared to death, though. I mean, like, how could you not be scared to death, right? Like, I'm not trying to fearmonger here. I'm just projecting my anxieties onto the world. Okay? That's why I'm just like, okay, I gotta be a funny man. I gotta be a funny man, sit around, make funny jokes and stuff. Because I can't fucking do... why would I do anything else? I'm scared. We might explode at any moment. Any moment. From multiple different things, and you're wanting me to just like go and fucking like be a fucking guy who does someone's taxes for them or something. Like, no, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna giggle, slap my belly. Fuck you, fuck the world. Yeah, bro, I'm scared. If you're not scared, you're lying, or you're a psycho, and I'm scared of you. So that's the yeah. That's the culmination of the podcast, everyone. If you enjoyed watching, check out the Patreon, check out the previous episodes. We are having more guests on soon, so stay tuned. They are scheduled on this time. For real. 100%. I've said it before in the past, like, oh, I'll try to get some guests and stuff. Actually scheduled this time. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I don't know. See ya.
I grab my nuts. I swab my nuts. I lick my nuts. I do everything to my nuts.